What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? That was a 10 out of a 10 when it comes to class. Anyway, today we have a red dot from Gideon. It is called the Meteor, and it is a Aimpoint Acro footprint red dot, and let's get right into it. So yes, the best thing they did with a closed emitter, a toaster oven like this, is they made it the Acro footprint. It's going to fit most of the slides that are cut for Acros and most of the accessory plates that are made for Acros. If they're milled on both sides, both the left and the right side of the plate or the slide, you should be good with this red dot. It should work, no problem. Now, I definitely want to encourage everyone not to skimp on your accessory plates, whether it be for a Glock MOS, for this optic or another optic, doesn't matter. Don't skimp on the accessory plates, and I don't really recommend the accessory plates that come with the Glock. In my opinion, they're not as durable and robust as they should be, assuming this is for self-defense or home defense or something like that. So this plate I have on here is from C&H Precision. Top notch, seems very good. I've had it on here for a while. It's held up really well, even with the destructive testing I've done. So if you're gonna get something like this, again, I highly recommend you don't skimp on the accessory plate. Both Gideon and C&H Precision gave discount codes for you guys. The code for both of them is Tiberious in caps, and both of them save you 10%. Gideon, C&H, 10%, Tiberious in caps. Let's continue with the review. The battery is a standard 2032, which is dope. It's on the side of the optics. You don't need to take the optic off of the pistol to change the battery, which is dope. And it's going to last up to 50,000 hours, depending on the brightness level you have, which is also dope. Part of the reason it lasts so long, it does have the auto off and the auto awake or shake awake or whatever the company wants to call it. I think you know what I mean. You leave it, check this out, you leave it for 225 seconds. And I thought that was strange and a weird number, but who cares? It works. I tested it. I left it right here on my desk for 225 seconds. Gave the optic a whack. It turned right back on. Whatever. It's fine. The other side, you have your two buttons for your controls. The plus will turn it on. The minus will turn it off. Up and down brightness. Obviously, plus makes it brighter. Down makes it dimmer. There's 8 daytime settings and 2 night vision settings. I did look at this through nods, and it looks pretty good. You could definitely use it for night vision if you want to. Now, it's also a multi-reticle system. So there is a 3 MOA dot, excuse me. If you hold the plus, it switches to a 38 MOA circle. And if you continue to hold the plus, then it switches to the 3 MOA dot with the 38 MOA circle. And if you continue to hold the button, it goes back to the 3 MOA dot, which is what I use, what I choose, what I prefer. But you have the options in there, and options are always good. I think the red dot and the window clarity on both of them is good. Now, don't expect Aimpoint good. This is like less than half the price of an Aimpoint, significantly less, almost third the price of an Aimpoint. So the glass and the red dot clarity is not as good, nor should we expect it to be as good for the price, but it is very, very good, very acceptable for a red dot that comes in south of $250, excuse me, I said that wrong. Now your window size is 16 millimeter, and looking at this next to an Aimpoint Acro, it is very, very similar in size and shape, and it's just, yeah, very, very similar. Obviously, it's in a closed emitter, and there's a couple advantages to a closed emitter. They seem to be more durable than a standard red dot. Based on the box design, they seem to be hardened and pretty good. The other big and more major advantage for me with a closed emitter like this is nothing can get inside that red dot and block that emitter, whether it be dirt, dust, even rain, mud, whatever. Nothing can get in there, block that emitter, and it should help. You'll be less likely to have any issues. Your adjustments on the windage and elevation, one's on the top, one's on the side, pretty standard. A small flathead screwdriver is what you need to adjust them, and the adjustments are tactile, which is very, very good. That's important to me. I like a little bit of click there. I don't want just mush as I spin. It makes it a little bit easier when I have to sight the dot in. The body is 7075 aluminum, so pretty standard, and the finish is held up pretty well. It's waterproof, it's dustproof, it's shockproof. We'll get into more of that during the testing. Up here on the screen is the dimensions, is the weight, is the price. What else am I putting up there? It comes with this nice little riser if you want to put it on a pistol caliber carbine, which we did. On this side, I'm going to show you the dimensions and the weight of the Acro. No, I am not comparing this to the Acro in any way, shape, or form, but similar size and weight. So if you're familiar with one, you'll know the other, and that's the only reason I'm showing it. As always, there will be some affiliate links down in the video description. If you want to pick one of these up, check those links. Help me out. I appreciate it. And maybe I can find you a good deal if you buy it directly from the Gideon website. There's that discount code 10%. The discount code is Tiberious. All right, let's get into the testing because I was not very familiar with this brand, Gideon Optics. I've seen them at a few trade shows, but besides that, I didn't really know them. I wanted to do a bigger, longer test and more of a variety of a test because I'm just not familiar with the brand. First thing I did is I threw it on a pistol caliber carbine. I believe it was a Wolfpack Armory. Could have been a CMMG. And I shot about 100 rounds with the pistol caliber carbine. And you know, the pistol caliber carbine doesn't have as much felt recoil as a pistol, but it's still pretty good. For some reason, I can't find that footage. I don't know where it is. So you're going to have to trust me that I did that. I'm sorry. Rookie move. Hopefully I can find that before I edit this video, and then you're seeing it as I speak, but probably not. I also put it on a Glock 40. Now, not a Glock Model 40, not caliber 40 soft and weak. So it got about 100 rounds on the pistol caliber carbine, then 100 rounds on a Glock 40. The Glock 40 is the long slide 10 millimeter, and if anything is going to break a red dot, that will be the gun that's going to break the red dot. I also did the destructive testing while it was on the Glock 40. More on that in just a second. The third gun I put it on was this fancy Glock 17 that you're seeing here. It's been customized by Unicorn Customs. They did a great job with the stippling, with the Cerakoting. I'm smitten. I don't love Glocks, but I absolutely love this gun. On this gun, it took about 300 rounds through this gun, all sorts of different shooting, plinking, competition stuff, drawing from a holster, hitting steel, all of that good stuff. Now, the basic destructive testing I did, I don't go too crazy. I'm not Aaron Cowan here. But what I do is I drop the optic 5 times from about waist height. I think that's very realistic. Drop it 5 times and make sure the optic can handle some basic drops. And then we also manipulate the pistol, the slide in the pistol, using the optic. You know, racking it off a barricade or a barrel or whatever we have at the range, rack it off at least 100 times again to make sure any drops or hits or anything like that, the optic can handle a basic shock test. And the optic performed flawlessly through all the shooting, through all of the dropping, all of the hitting, all of the racking, all of those things. It's still working. It's still holding 0. No issues, no problems. Let's get into the pros and the cons, and then you can get out of here. The price and the value and what you get for your money obviously has to be the biggest pro. $250, and I've even seen it less than that for a enclosed emitter acro type red dot is just an absolute steal. What else do I have? Tough to beat the price. Closed emitter is great. Again, nothing can get in there, whether it be rain or dirt or sand or whatever, and block and get your screen dirty or block the emitter, any of that stuff. It's got a very respectable battery life. 50,000 hours is A-okay with me. I think all red dots should have the auto off, auto on thing, and this one does. Shake awake, whatever you want to call it. And I'm very happy they used the Acro footprint. If they came out with a red dot like this and they used a different footprint, it would have killed this red dot. I wouldn't have even reviewed it. So very smart on them for using the Acro. One more time, let me remind you, don't skimp on those mounts. Get a good mount. CNH Precision is one if you want. Cons, I don't really have a con. Again, don't compare this to an Aimpoint Acro. That's not fair. It's in a totally different price range. What you get for your money is very good. Good value, good red dot, good clarity. And yeah, there's a lot of competition out there right now for pistol red dots, so Gideon has definitely a good challenge out there to survive in that industry, and we'll see what they do as time goes on. As far as this one, pretty good. So far, so good. We'll see how the long-term durability is, but definitely so far, so good. Now, I think I'm going to do a video comparing this to the Swamp Fox Kraken. I think the Swamp Fox is more expensive. I don't remember, but I'll check. But they're both budget-friendly Acro footprint red dots, so I'm going to do a video comparing both of them and seeing the pros and the cons, and we'll go from there. All right, let me thank both Gideon and CNH Precision. For the third time, I'll remind you about the discount code, which is Tiberious in caps, and will save you 10%. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to know what reviews I'm working on right now in real time before you see them on YouTube, the links to both Facebook and Instagram are down in the video description. I started doing some emails. Shockingly, I have 5,000 emails already. Blew my mind that 5,000 people signed up for my emails, but just under it, like 4,600. I'll send out no more than one email per week. It's all the videos, the deals, the giveaways, all the stuff I have going on. YouTube stopped alerting people when I put out videos. They stopped doing those alerts, so this is the way I'm combating that. No more than one email per week. I promise you, I will not spam and I will not sell your information. All right, I'm done. No more. Most important, guys, thank you for watching. I truly, truly appreciate every one of you. If you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe, enable the bell notifications. It's all free. It's all easy. Helps me out. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!